Okay, so now we're actually going to be starting our drawing section of the class. And now this is where we're actually going to be using views or elevations. So this is when we're looking at a side or a face of a figure. For example, if I were to give you a triangular prism here, if I'm looking at it from the front, what do I see? I see a triangle. If I'm looking at it from the side, what do I see? I just see a rectangle that goes up. If I'm looking at it from the top, all I'm seeing is something like this. So we're looking at different angles of things here and what it looks like from those. So we look at all the sides of it, and then we can eventually show a components part diagram, which shows all the parts needed to assemble an object. If you've ever built IKEA furniture, you've seen one of those. So, for example, if I give you this birdhouse here, I want to draw the view of each face labeled with the dimensions. So, what are the faces here? You got to think something. Got to think is how many sides am I doing? Well, I have the front side. I have the back side, I have the top view, and I have the side view. Now, and in this case, the side views are going to be the same, so I only need to use one of those. There's also the bottom, which we don't really care about in this case. You can do it if you want. It's not relevant in this case. So I'm drawing four sides. So if I start with the front here, if I start with the front, this is where we want to try and draw neat if you can. You'll be able to draw much neater than I can because I'm stuck on a computer here. But the front of it, what do I see here? Think about it. What can I actually see? That's this thing here, right? You're looking at what does the front look like from that point of view. And I'm kind of drawn here. Some people like doing this or like shading it or something. You don't have to, but like these things I've drawn in red are what you can see, right? So I can see that I'm going to have a 5 centimeter, or I'm gonna have a start off here like kind of like a house. Here's what it looks like there. Again, it's not perfect for me. So I've done that. Now I'm also gonna have, I can see two circles here. Circles, 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 circles. I'm gonna have a little tiny circle. Not there though. Be somewhere like right here. I'm gonna have a very big circle. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Sorry, guys. Again, it's going to be a little bit different for me versus you guys here. Now, one thing to note is that this is completely black, right? So this completely, oh my gosh, I don't want squares. Completely black here, right? There's nothing there. Um, Now I also have this little roof part here, which is going to extend like, something like this. It's not perfect, but I hope that kind of makes some sense here. And there is an example diagram back here, but as you can see, it's drawn better than mine, but it's labeled as well. I know that, for example, this is all 9 inches. I know that the base is 5, but when I include the wings, those are each 6 inches. So you need to include that. So it's going to have all of those sides there. I'm not going to keep going necessarily with drawing the stuff because you can see it's all here, but I am going to go instead to my point of views here. So for example, if I'm going to now do the back, well, I have to think, what would the back look like? Well, it would be this exact thing here, but it would not have this involved. It wouldn't have these, but it would be the same thing. If I go and think about the top view, what can I see from the top? Well, I can see these. I can see the left side. There's a right side. I can't shade it, but I know it's there. And I can also see just this little part of it as well. So again, you look at it from the top, all I can see is that. They actually goofed up a little bit. They didn't include this little rectangle there. And then if I think about it from the side view here, come on. What can I see from the side? From the side, I can obviously see, well, the rectangle, and I can see this part of it as well, and a little bit of this part. Again, side would look something like this. You can see again, it has this um, little stand for the birds. So that's what we're kind of doing here. We're taking you different objects, and you're having to draw a compartment view of it, or like so you're having to look at the views of it, the faces of it, and so on and so forth. So if I were to give you this one here, again, I'm going to start. So think about it. I have to draw the top, the front, and the side views of this block. So there's three of them. So I'm going to start with the front. Now this one, I like this because it's nice and simple blocks, which makes it a little bit easier. Let's think about it. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you guys would have to like freehand this. This is where actually mine's probably going to look a little better. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. And 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So again, if it's not clear, I'm doing the front view here. Now, how many up is this going to go from this point? So again, looking at this point here where my mouse is, well, I can see that's going to go up 1. I can see that, and 2. That's it. So just up 2 of them. So it's only what I can see from the front view. And then as you can see, it's going to go to the left 1 and then up 1. So to the left 1 and then up 1. Then it's going to go left 1 again. Now at this point, have I missed anything here? No, this looks right. So in this case, my front view would look something like this. So now let's go and work on our side view here. And if you're noticing, I was drawing little tiny dots here, right? It makes it a little bit easier. So from the side, let's start with the base. Always start with the base. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to start with 4. Never do that. Nope. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now I'm going to start on this right side here, right where my mouse is. I can see I go up 1, 2. So a total of 3. Then I can see it goes 1 to the left and then 1 up. So again, it's just kind of like a game of like follow the like a connect the dots in a sense. That's really kind of what it is. So now I can see like I can't see these lines here, obviously. Oops. But I can see that if I go left 1, there's both of these ones here. Where my mouse is right now. I can see there's those. Right? So it means I go left 1 and up 1. Now there's also 1, 2, 3, 4. There's those 4 ones right there too. So these ones are actually going to go let's see. So yeah, so doom 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 doom. Yeah, okay. So another one's just like that. There we go. And it should look something like this here at the end. Now, I'm actually gonna draw in here just a little bit because this is the one tile that actually is missing. There's nothing in this tile. That's why I'm making it solid right now. I didn't have to do it for here because it's a little more obvious. So this one I did have to do that though. So I can see here that this one is my side view here. So now let's go and do it from the top. If I look at this directly from above, what can I actually see and what can I not see? All right, so I'm going to start with like a base. I can see this, 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 and this, right? So from the top, I can see, I'm going to make this my base here. 1, 2, oops. 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to see that it's going to go 1, 2, 3 on this part. So it's going to go up 1, 2, and 3. Then I can see it's going to go left 1, 2. And it's going to go down 1, 2. So it should look something like this at the end. So this is my top view here. So in this case, I've done all three sides, and that's what it looks like. And now this might be breaking your brain a little bit. This is very much, if you're very good with like visual sense, this is usually a pretty easy unit. If you're not, it does take some grit and some effort, and I understand it can be a little annoying sometimes, but you'll get there, I promise. So that's what that looks like here. So I want you guys to try this one here, question 2A. All right, someone knocked my door. So try out question 2A here. I will go over the answers here in just one quick second. So 3, 2, 1, pause. So as you can see, if we're drawing the front view, you can only see these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks. That's all we can see. We can't see the rest of it from the front view, right? So I'm going to start with the base. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. Now, starting at this left block, I can see it goes up 1, 2, and 3. Now, this middle block here, it goes up 1. Next block, it doesn't go up at all. Next block, it goes up 1. Next block, it doesn't go up at all. So this is all it should see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Check. Done. Now I got to label it, right? This is the front view. So that's all it was. You don't have to worry about the side view because it doesn't ask you to actually answer that. Do you have enough information to draw the top view and the side views? Why or why not? From the side? Yeah, I think I can draw the side here. From the top? Yeah, I think I can draw the side. The only one that's kind of a question is this one here. And then there might be one hidden here. Like think about like that. So those ones, the top, maybe not, but the side, yes. Side, yes. Top, no. Two blocks are hidden and may or may not exist. So just as before, you guys should be able to do this one here as well. Again, if you're thinking about it, I want to do the top, the front, and the side views, right? So I'm going to say, here's my front, here's my side, here's my other side, here's my top view. If I start with the front here, well, that one's pretty easy, right? You're going to see something like this. Do, 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 do. Now, of course, you want to actually label it properly. I'm just doing this really quick here, but I know this is 10, this one's 24. I know that this one here is 8. I know this here is 4. I know that this part here is 1 inch. And that's all I can see, right? So this is my front view. Now, if I go at my side views, what am I going to see? I'm going to see something like, oh, sorry, there's also this thing here. It's cosmetic though, doesn't actually. Oh, sorry. Actually, no, it is not cosmetic. That's 3. And then that means this one's 7, but whatever. Now from the side view, right? Same thing. I'm going to see this and then a little bar that just goes up, right? And again, you want to be labeling each side properly. I know that this is 3. I know that all of this is 10. I know that this one here is 10, right? How do I know that? Because this line's 10, which means this line's 10, which means this line's 10. This is not a 5. This is the side view here. And I know that this is 4 inches tall. Doesn't say, oh no, it does. And I also know it's 2 inches thick. So again, this is my side view. This is what the other side view is going to look like as well. So I've done the front, I've done the side views, check, check. Left side, same as the right side in this case. Now the top view, what am I going to see? My base is going to be just a rectangle, right? And then I'm going to see another rectangle in it, and that's it. I know this is 24. I know that this is 10. I know this is 2, and that this is 8. Here's my top. So it takes some time and practice to get good at this, but you will get there, I promise. So at this point, you guys should be able to do the practice questions involved here. I will go through some of these examples though in just a second. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I just had a washing machine delivered, so I don't remember where we were because that took about a half hour to deal with. You guys should at this point be able to do this though. Oh yeah, example 2 here. So this one here, it's the same thing, but we're drawing it on a scale now, which means we need to make this on a 1 to 15 scale, right? Model to the original. This means the original should be 15 times bigger than the model, which means instead of 60 centimeters, I need to make that, 60, divided by 15, of course, is 4, right? So what that means is I need to actually draw a 4 centimeter, 1, 2, 3, 4. In real life, I would draw a 4 centimeter line. Now, this is where I, on a computer, don't have the same ability as you guys because I can't put a ruler on my computer. Yes, I have this, but I can't actually move this, which is really stupid. And oh my God, wait, can I? I can't rotate it though, which is an issue. But I can do this, so I am 90% sure that this is not rotatable because this is supposed to be a touchscreen thing. Yeah, this is supposed to be touchscreen. So I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage here. So I'm going to freehand it as best I can. So again, I'm going to draw this with a 1 to 15 scale here. And you can see the solution down here. If you measure this, this should ideally be about 4 centimeters, I believe. But anyways, if I'm doing the side here, for example, so component parts. So I need to do the side, the front, back, and bottom are going to be the same in this case. There is no top. So I'm going to start with the front here. So again, 120, instead of 120 divided by 15, that should be 12 centimeters. This should be 4. This should be 4. So again, front view. So imagine this is real in real life. This is actually 4 centimeters. I'm not just saying it's 4 centimeters. You need to take a ruler and measure 4 centimeters. Then this is supposed to be 12 centimeters. Then this is supposed to be, sorry, 60 divided by 15. Yeah, no, that's right. This is 4 centimeters. This is 12 centimeters, and so on and so forth. That's what it should be. So, this is the front. This is the back. The front, the back, and the bottom. And as for the side view, it'd be 4 by 4. It would be a 4 by 4 square. Again, this is really 4 by 4, like what it would actually look like. Again, you should be able to measure these, and this should be a 4 by 4 centimeter here. Yeah, see? I'm taking this little ruler here. This is actually 4 centimeters. This is actually 4 centimeters. Oh God, question 5. Ignore this one. This one's annoying. Well, no, there's no back of it. Actually, you can do this. So I want you guys to actually draw the component parts of this here. I will put what that looks like here in a second. So actually try and draw this now. Make it real sized. So 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, I haven't been recording the last couple of minutes. This one's all over the place. For question 5 here, here's what it is. Now, you can see here that this was all done with the correct scale still. So in this case, they used a 1 to 30 scale. 1 centimeter of the model is 30 centimeters in real life. So that would mean that this is 3 centimeters tall. This is 5 centimeters tall here because this 150, this one's 90, this one's 3, so on and so forth. This would be a fifth of a centimeter tall, or 0.2 millimeters. Sorry, or 2 millimeters, or 0.2 centimeters. So at this point, you guys should be able to do everything here. If you have any questions, let me know. Yeah, awesome.